Greetings, I'm Solidus-Skully, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 3, where we're finally getting back into the action as we enter our third and final quadrant of the game, and we say goodbye to the SS Futurlover in favour of the good old Highwind. So yeah, this is pretty much going to be our final quadrant of space. We will be getting to explore it in a secondary cleanup video that'll pretty much be coming up, you know, right after we deal with a bit more story-related shenanigans, because, goodness knowing, I have been cognizant of the lack of viewership these Kingdom Hearts 3 parts have been getting, and whether that's general apathy towards the game, viewers growing tired of my bullshit, or perhaps that whole new online safety act that's basically been reducing viewership all around, even to the very important YouTube people, where they're finally starting to feel the pinch. Well, that just kind of remains to be seen, really. I mean, I'll say this much: if you know, people like, you know, Zero Punctuations, you know, Ben Croshaw are having to resort to, please subscribe to us and give us money and Patreon and bullshit, then I can kind of imagine that it probably is at least serious enough that, you know, people's online livelihoods are at stake. But, you know, I mean, God fucking knows what that's gonna be like to, you know, people trying to get their foot in the door to, you know, just start out. I mean, it's either they're gonna have to be the most cookie-cutter of advertiser-friendly fucking bullshit, or they're just gonna have to be someone who just does it for fun, like I do, and still end up getting fuck all of viewership, so, yeah, I guess the hobby of your viewership is your own reward. Until the eventual downfall of this Roman Empire that is in fact YouTube's monopoly on the video landscape. And even in that case, I mean, given that most of its competitors are now persona non grata, like Blip TV or... Actually, does Dailymotion or Vimeo still exist? I'm really not too sure in this case. But yeah, all that aside though, yeah, viewership on YouTube. If you were thinking you could just kick back and, you know, make bank on Easy Street, well, yeah, fucks to be you, suckboy, because that's not exactly gonna be the case anymore. Unless you want to be an absolute fucking puss-ass bitch. Oh, how I miss the Wild West days of YouTube, but then again, that's just more of old man Solidus-Skully rambling and swinging his canes at children. I'm appreciative for the viewership that I have, limited though it may be. In any case, so, yeah, this, kind of similar in nature to Kingdom Hearts 2, actually, is very much a case of just sort of navigating around a structure, and, yeah, as we enter this little, area right over here, should have stayed silent for the cutscene, but whatever. Yes, indeedy, this is pretty much the mothership of this, little interior that's basically protecting the Keyblade graveyard. So, yeah, in any case, we basically have to fight our way through what's meant to be a prelude to, the Omega Machine, that being the final, Gummy Ship super boss that you need to defeat in order to get the Orichalcum Plus. And, yeah, something that's going to be relegated to the second cleanup video, done on top of a few other things here and there. But don't worry, you'll see that when the time comes. By which I mean as soon as we're done dealing with more plottity-plot shenanigans and story antics abound. But I mean, yeah, we pretty much already fought the worst of it with the Gummy Ship after defeating Schwartz, guys, so really... I mean, apart from the fact that I'm pretty much facing it with the basic bitch Gummy Ship, nothing really to worry about in this case, so... Yeah, I mean, again, there is still a lot. I mean, again, you can't just... I mean, not to mention, you can't just rest on your laurels and just pretend to not really fucking do anything, but... By that same token, though, defeating this thing is just, whatever, really. It's nothing to worry about, and... To be completely honest, it looks more like one of those, like, really expensive playsets that you really wanted as a kid. It's like... I mean, seriously, I can even hear the advertisement I have right now, like, oh, the new Kingdom Hearts 3 Super Heartless Battleship! Launch the plastic torpedoes! Attack the Gummy Ship! You're going down, Sora! And then compete with your friends while you launch out the plastic laser blasters! Look out, it's Mr. Heartless shooting him down! Do-do-do-do-do! So, buy the new Kingdom Hearts 3 Omega Machine playset. From Playmates, bitch! But yeah, putting all that aside though, I mean, there is technically two phases to this boss fight, so for what is meant to be like the canonical story path Gummy Ship, so, you know, you do get a bit of bang for your buck. It's just a bit of a shame that we already saw something far more impressive in Schwarzgeist. That's, it kind of puts it by the wayside a little bit. But, I mean, then again, that was more my fault than anything else of, tackling Schwarzgeist at a much earlier time than I really should have, since, again, by defeating it, well... You know what, I'll say that for a little bit later, but, yeah, basically by accessing this quadrant and defeating all, you know, the heartless gummy ship bosses that you can, you end up getting the best ship in the game, which is the Golden Highwind. Which would have made things markedly easier for me, but, whatever, really. In any case, so we've destroyed the top side, but, it's not over yet. The dark underbelly. Flip over the Omega? Flip over the Omega Machine and have it be the evil Omega Machine. Oh god, this really is working on fucking toy logic. Oh, flip it over, now it's evil gummy ship boss Motron. No, well, I mean, they did the same sort of logic with guard armor, I suppose. It's like, oh no, flip it around, now it's opposite armor. And we don't have to change any of our assets. Yes, yes, Squaresoft, you handsome devils. But at long last, we've finally unlocked our ship crash into the thing Shugami do to gradually drain its lasers, and yeah, by destroying gun turrets, missile launchers, and everything else off the Omega Machine, you then gradually, you know, get a little bit of an extra bonus, and thus the A rank. Delicious, tasty A rank that, as always, pretty much grants you the ship ram into thingo, which is pretty much just sort of there to give you a little bolster in combat, but you are still vulnerable, mind you, so again, it's not technically a shield, just something to help you dish out a little bit of extra damage as you're pretty much dealing your shoot-em-up boss, so yeah, that's just something to keep in mind whenever you're fighting some of these bosses and get a little bit too overconfident, bearing in mind that you're still flying the base ship, although, granted, apart from me wanting to uphold the canonicity angle aspect, yeah, basically this is just sort of me making things harder for myself than in fact I should. I'd imagine everybody else would probably be keeping up with the boss fights and gummy ship upgrades as they come along.
Oh! Guys, just look at this place!
Whimsy! But yeah, rather than exploring the quadrant, we're pretty much going to head straight to the Keyblade graveyard, and don't worry, we'll be seeing more of the actual space side of this little asteroid belt in due time. But in the meantime, though, yeah, we've got constellations to see and Keyblade Wars to fight, so we've been drafted, and now it's time for us to meet our destiny as we meet Old Man Xehanort, who might perhaps have a little bit of a difference to him that you'll immediately notice.
It's time. The Keyblade graveyard is up ahead.
Someone's coming.
Legend has it that darkness once covered the world. We know so little about the Keyblade War, only that it was just the beginning. If ruin brings about creation, what then would another Keyblade War bring? When the darkness falls, will we be found worthy of the precious light the legend speaks of?
Or will all of creation be instead returned to the shadows? Today we will recreate the legend and see.
But first, your light shines far too brightly. It must be extinguished in order for the truth to be seen.
Only when your hopes have been broken by battle upon battle can the key be claimed to Kingdom Hearts.
And break you is what we shall do. It has been etched.
Look at how many there are!
Okay, gang, get ready!
So now, it looks like we're gonna need a little bit of help here. But luckily the power of our Disney friends will be here to help. And here we go with Princess Boobs! That completely changes the music and makes this epic confrontation a little bit more funny than it should be, but... yeah, this is the Battle of 10,000 Heartless. Kingdom Hearts 2 we thought 1,000, now we increase that power tenfold. So, yeah, Battle of 10,000 Heartless. This being, once again, the power of the PlayStation 4, and I imagine if Kingdom Hearts 3 was on PS3, something like this probably would have completely fucking shit out the console, but yeah, it can only render so many playable Heartless at a time. I mean, more than what you would have seen in Kingdom Hearts 2, but at the same time, though, in a similar vein to the Matrix Path of Neo, if you remember the, the Burly Brawl with the battle of all those Agent Smiths, yeah, you see a lot of them just as, like, still jittery images pretty much hanging out in the background, until they need to spawn in some more Heartless coming into the field, so, yeah. A lot of this is very much just sort of, going to town, utilizing all your abilities, and, yeah, showing the combat system its props as you defeat Heartless, Unversed, and, nobodies. And indeed, just pretty much waiting until, well, you get your abrupt summons with some of the coolest, attraction flows in the game. Back at you. Oh... why am I so not adept at blocking? I try and play with more skill than in fact I don't actually have, and it makes me sad, so it does. But yeah, this is very much just a case of like, here's Xehanort pretty much sort of prolonging the inevitable. Here's a bunch of Heartless, have fun, and again, I will admit, in terms of being a build-up towards the whole sort of idea of, yeah, let's fight all these Heartless while, Axel, Kairi, Mickey, and everybody else are pretty much off fighting other people. Yeah, here's our Heartless to fight. So I imagine they probably have similar battles on their hand, but... yeah. I imagine also incorporating all those playable characters would make the processor explode, but don't worry, the Remind DLC will be the panacea to wanting to see all the characters on screen at once, doing their actions. So, whoopee. In any case, though, yeah, not really too much to complain about, really. I mean, it was cool in Kingdom Hearts 2. And while a bit of a retread, I mean, it's still cool here, so, yeah, don't really have too much to complain about as we battle our way through the Keyblade Graveyard. And again, you do get nice enemy varieties to fight using this as an excuse to, throw in the different Unversed nobodies and, Heartless boss fights, so really, yeah. Great stuff all around as we sort of pad out for time, until we can eventually get to what will no doubt be the grand crescendo of an attraction flow we haven't quite seen in a while. And no, I'm not talking about Blaster Blaze, as I'm shooting my lasers at you, pew 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 pew. No, what I am talking about, as we will soon see, there are too many of them. What are we gonna do? Yes, it seems we're gonna need a little bit more extra help. And now it is time for our final crescendo. Oh no, wait, that was second form. Oh, there we go, now that we got the line of dialogue, as soon as we, just waste our time here. Finally, we shall have our ultimate power. And you can tell because that's also the one thing that's not counting down. Yes, we even get Art Arcanum and Sonic Blade in on the action. Oh, what joyous day. But yes, it's back. You wanted to see it again, and now it is here. The dope-ass Disney Train. Destroying Heartless by the masses, getting us lots and lots of delicious, tasty experience points. All the joy, all the pleasure. Now you see, this right here is what makes the attraction flows worth it. It's saving us, biding our time to have some kick-ass crescendo finisher abilities, and of course mowing down the Heartless, by the droves, really. Jovial fun. We're gonna crash! Destroy them all! In a glorious train crash of death. See? The particle and glitters and the sparklies. And because of our abilities, we also get Glide. There is no Super Glide, to my knowledge, and well, that's pretty much it. In any case, after getting all the hype out of the way, there is one thing I do want to point out is, Yeah, something you probably noticed about the voice of Old Man Xehanort. Yeah, sadly, Leonard Nimoy passed away in 2015, shortly after Dream Drop Distance, so sadly he isn't the voice of Old Man Xehanort, but yeah, for those of you into your sci-fi, particularly that of Blade Runner, he is actually voiced by Rutger Hauer. So, actually, no, I was thinking of Roy Beatty, sorry. Anyway, what's that, the character from Blade Runner? Whatever, basically, he's voiced by Rutger Hauer in, Kingdom Hearts 3, who would sadly later die in between the release of Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Remind DLC. So, yeah, his last performance was as Old Man Xehanort, and, again, while he doesn't quite hit the same high notes as Leonard Nimoy, I will say that he does give a pretty decent performance when delivering the dramatic stuff, not so much the hammy aspects that Nimoy really seemed to enjoy, so, yeah. In any case, so now we have cutscenes galore, and here's where things take a turn for the tragic. So, yeah, we get simultaneously the best cutscene in the game for epic reasons, and then something dangerous for, well, tragedy. So on that note, I'm Solidus-Skully, and all I had to say about this next scene is ZETTAFLARE. Catch you next time.
Is everybody okay?
Come on, let's go.
Terra!
Ven!
Terra, we found you!
Terra, please say you're in there.
What gives, Aqua?
I know that you're not him.
Huh?
Now let our friend go!
He is their 13th!
Today is the day you all lose.
What?
Before you even face the 13, every last one of you will be torn heart from body. But fear not. The Keyblade will still be forged.
We're not gonna lose to you. That's it!
Axel! No! Sora!
No! Donald! No!
This can't be real. Huh? Oh.
Pull it together, Sora. We haven't lost them. They still have their hearts. But we have to protect them.
Right.
We stand together. Mickey, Kyrie, Goofy, watch the others.
No! We should all get to safety while we still can!
It's too late for that.
It can't be. No.
Aqua! Sora!
They're gone. Kyrie, Donald, Goofy, the king. Gone forever. What do we do? Without them, all my strength came from them. They gave me all of it. Alone? I'm worthless. We've lost. It's over.
Sora, you don't believe that. I know you don't.